Yeah, no, but they told me that they know you very well, Mr. Marlon. Tell me, he used to play football with you.
All right. Well, this is a question now I'm going to put to you. Pastor go whole morning my radio game problem. I can't get. I said let me try my radio, and they're playing good now. Right, so God is good. Pastor Google Trinidad have so much good coaches, so much good past players, home and abroad, want to help Trinidad football get on board. Terry Fenwick, right? Played for England, but he wasn't no super player, no super coach in England to take the teams in England up to Premier League. Right? He has never proven himself. Right? And you see, Pastor Google, this whole thing, we have to watch very carefully. Let me put the word alleged, because he and Peter Miller and all these guys, that them look at Trinidad colors last night. You see any red and white and black? Or you see black and white? You have to say if guys straight. Who get that sponsorship for that jersey, that uniform, to be playing? That's not Trinidad colors. Trinidad colors is red, white, and black. So all these things that they're looking for, man, bring back some of the guys who used to play Archibald. You have Barclay away, right? These guys willing to come back, Samino willing. You have Steve David. You have all these guys willing to come and help Trinidad and Tobago football go forward. Because here's now, Pastor Google, I play football with some of these guys, right? And when we sit down, because I left here as a young youth and I play away. So I end up meeting some of Trinidad national players, and when we sit down before games and we play, say, you know something, Wayne? When we put on that red, white, and black uniform, there's blood, sweat, and tears out there, you know. If we have to break a foot to win a game, that's how game for them represent Trinidad and Tobago. What we saw last night was a waste of time. Waste of time. And Pastor Google, let me tell you about the Sikh and Tobago now, right? The party that in power have to put it the way how they want to put it. Because it was UNC was in power, they would have put it in, they might have split Fali Palatuwe and put it so, because that's the strong side. So PNM had to do what they have to do. Right? You have a nice day.
Thank you very much. So thank you very much, Mr. Sonny Grandy. And Mr. Sonny Grandy, those are your friends. Well, I met them and they said to me that the guy said to me he knows you very well. He used to play football with you some time ago. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning to Pastor Google.
Yes, Mr. Andrew.
Yes, I hear you all your good, and I think before them start, I always keep watching it. And you see, I deal with the reality of life. I don't deal with give me this and give me that and do that. The reality of life. Look at, for instance, West Indies cricket. West Indies cricket, when black men was coaching black men, we did the world. I don't know under what sign these people come now and telling me that a white man is going to train a black team to beat a white team. I want them to explain that to me. We're not facing reality, you know, because we feel everybody nice with us. You understand? I don't care how to put it, you know, because I just say it as I see it. They're not going to train Trinidad to beat America. It's not going to happen. And let us be real and take it. You hear what Sandy Gandhi say? Sandy Gandhi is on the spot like me too. When, you know, we used to go there and play cricket. And every side we beat England. Nothing. 5 games down here, 5 games up in England. That's how we used to play cricket. Now I don't even watch West Indies cricket. I don't watch it. I only hear it on the news, on sports news. But I have to be real. You have to be real. We must face the reality of life. The reality of life is that, you know, I have a video on my phone, and I see it saying the world is overpopulated. White men telling us that the world is overpopulated and I have to get off 3 billion people up there. Who they attacking the Africans? So these things they take them very seriously.
Andrew,
most of them think that it's a joke.
Andrew,
yeah.
Send me that video on 771-1791.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have it. I have it on my phone.
You heard the number properly?
Yeah, I know the number. I'll get it sent to you.
All right, send it to me. All right,
yeah, either way, I'll send it to you. Okay.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Andrew. Now, Mr. Andrew is saying, and Mr. Andrew is believing that I didn't want to repeat it, but I'll repeat it. I'll say it. Mr. Andrew was saying that.
Hello.
Yes, caller.
Please, good morning, sir.
Hey, good, Mr. Nigerian.
Please, good morning, sir. Thanks. So, first, let me tell you, the last caller there, I cannot accept that viewpoint on the footballers. The man that took Trinidad and Tobago to the World Cup was or is a white man. Google?
Yes, I've agreed with you.
Yeah, the man is a white man. The difference here is the caliber of players of today. Are they disciplined enough? Do they actually want that victory to the extent that they will go out and play as though it's the last thing that they are going to do? Don't blame who is green or who is pink. Look at the boys first. And I'm in support of the coach when he said he will disband them. It is either you want to represent Trinidad and Tobago or you don't want. Are you following me?
Yes, Mr. Nigeria.
So there is nothing like race or racism in it vis-a-vis the coach. The present caliber of players, they are not good enough. So the coach must continue his search for the right person that are willing to represent Trinidad and Tobago. And the younger folks need to understand that football today has money in it. It has fame. It has play. It has everything. So they must take the time and bring out the best in them. So I disagree with that last caller. I'm in support of this present coach. Now, let me go to the lady who was kidnapped, right?
Yes, Mr. Nigerian.
Right. According to you, what you have just said, that the police said they found her bank card and her phone with somebody, no, sir?
Yep.
Google. If I am that police officer that held that man, all now I will break his 214. Because I want to know where the girl is, dead or alive. This is too much. Who did not like my comment? That is them. They should sit back and think if that was their daughter, their mother, their wife, or their friend, or their aunt. It is too much. These black boys are creating mayhem. Nobody is disturbing them in Trinidad and Tobago. Nobody. The government has bent backward. They have nowhere to bend to again. So somebody may say, I'm coming out too harsh. That is their business. You cannot be kidnapping people and killing people. Google.
Totally agree with you. Mr. Nigerian.
Yeah, you see, because there's this talk going around. There's no work, but they have all 20,000 Venezuelans that the government gave the right to stay here and work. They are working. Do they move from Venezuela with those work? They came here with nothing and they are working, but these youths, these black boys don't want to work. We need to face reality.
Well, here what we do, Mr. Nigerian. We're going to have a conversation about that when we come back after the break, all right?
Okay, but I will try to call you back vis-a-vis the Tobago election. I hope
yes,
I get
through. Make sure I get through.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Nigerian. So we're going for a break, Trinidad and Tobago, and when we come back, we're going to have a discussion, but it's really sad, eh? It's really, really sad what's happening with the situation with the young lady, and I hope that she's really found. All right? I really, really hope that she's found. So we're going for a break, and we're going to come back right after the break. Don't touch your dial. Remember, I have a video to show you today. And it is in connection with what Mr. Nigerian was just talking about when I show you this video. Come back after this, Trinidad and Tobago.
Jesus towards me. is Spirit Virtual Concert Series, keeping the vibes alive, Saturday, February 13th at 8 p.m. Forms, keeping the sweetest band in the world, top medium and large bands in the nation, featuring National Panorama Champions Desperados and NGC Kuvo Joylanders, Chords Sound Specialist, Face 2 Pan Group, Cats and Jammers, Pamberry, and many more. People's Choice Prizes to be won. Text to vote your most vibes and sweetest band. Buy your tickets today. Log on to Tizic, these spectacular steel pan events. Pride 6 or visit Pantrinbago's social media pages. Keeping the vibes alive and the sweetest pan in the world.
No carnival, no problem.
Hey guys, it's Aisha Wells here. Listen up. If you're considering selling or renting your house in Trinidad and Tobago, then call Keelan George with O'Neill's Real Estate Group. He's a good friend of mine and he's been in the business for over 6 years. First, selling real estate in Atlanta, Georgia, and now right here in Trinidad and Tobago. He has a strategic online marketing presence that actually attracts thousands of home buyers and renters. Plus, with his home selling advice and techniques, he's getting homes sold really fast. Keelan will actually guarantee you sell your home, or get this, you can cancel the listing agreement and pay nothing at any time. That's right, you heard me, nothing at any time. Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful, people. Check out www.o'neillrealestatetT.com. O'Neill is spelled O-N-E-I-L, or just call Keelan direct at 363-4030. That's 363-4030.
Turn your lights down low and listen to the Master's Radio.
The Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center of 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco in Sangre Grande is pleased to present Pastor Morris and Agnes Johnson and guests on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays here on the Street 919 FM. The Ministry of Worship Children's Hour and the Word is on Sundays from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. On Tuesdays from 9 p.m. to midnight, see Jesus in every book of the Bible from Genesis to Revelation. And on Wednesdays from 9 p.m. to midnight, where we deal with current affairs from a biblical perspective. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell everyone. For further information, visit us at www.churchofthefirstbornassembly.org or find us on Facebook. Email us at church668hope@gmail.com or call us at 753-1113 or 236-7271. Your free will gifts and offerings will be greatly appreciated. First Citizens Bank account number 795222.
Turn your radio on. Turn your radio. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio.
Join Bishop Aaron and the Divine Problem Solving International Ministries together with ministers and choirs from Ghana, the Republic of the Congo, the Republic of Uganda, the United States, London, and from right here in Trinidad and Tobago on February 6th and February 27th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. here on the Street 919 FM. For a closer look at spiritual principles of the Acts of the Apostles and a renaissance of your own faith in Jesus Christ. Bishop Aaron and the Divine Problem Solving International Ministries on February 6th and February 27th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. here on the Street 919 FM.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
King Mama Tess again. Hey. I wanna tell you about the goodness of Jesus towards me. I could remember where God brought me from, how He took me out the mud and He saved my life from drowning. I used to walk around with my face down in the ground. Depression was my drug. Didn't know that He had a crown. Well, now I tell you, me try destruction. Then my father, he said, no, you come back home. To me you belong. Well, now I tell you, me try and say don't matter. I roll in with confidence because I know this Savior, I'm not alone. Heaven is my home, so not the until you go. I go worship, I go praise. Worship you, Father, I will worship you. Hallelujah, I bless you. I bless you. Worship you, Father, I will worship you. Hallelujah, I bless you. I bless you. Oh God, Jesus, see what you did for me. Took away my sins and you set me free. I'm alive to say, Imela, Imela. Jesus, I thank you. Father, all I can do today is worship. When I think about where my life could have been, all I can do is worship you, Jesus. Kingdom artist again.
Yeah, Trinidad and Tobago, Kingdom Artist, man. Kingdom Artist again. And I want to send shout out to this young lady. Marvelous voice. Real strong voice. And as I'm saying that, reminding you this Wednesday, Worship Wednesday, is a live performance of J Prince. Right? Live performance by J Prince from 6 p.m. So live performances start back on Iwer stage, Gospel. Worship Wednesday. This Wednesday, J Prince is going to be on with me. And on Thursday, we have Tuco presents Classic Rousseau. All right, Classic Rousseau. That's this Thursday. And Friday, we have Color Me, Calypso. And Saturday, Things We Do Before. All right, Things We Do Before, throwback on Saturday. All right. And so we're going to give you some more information about Iwer Stage. So you need to stay locked, stay tuned. All right. Just reminding you that you need to be a part of it this Wednesday, Worship Wednesday, with a live performance by J Prince from 6 p.m. All right, remember you can use your B-Mobile or digital handset and text 919. Text your name and 9191 to make your contributions of $20. Or go to Fund Me TT and choose your campaign of your choice and make your contributions there also. All right, to our foreign fans, please use Cash App available, all right, or payable to 1-833-594-3659. That's the number for foreign fans. All right, remember we're streaming live on Facebook, the Street 919 FM, also on Neil Iwer George Facebook page, and on Iwer TV, on YouTube, and on Instagram, Iwer George on Instagram, and our sponsors are ADC Supermarket, American Stores, KFC, Caches, NLCB, and Super Qualities. Let me tell you this, good morning.
Yes, good morning again, Pastor Gogo.
Yes, sir.
Then I hear Nigerians saying that a white man take the Trinidad footballers to the World Cup.
Uh-huh.
Who trained those players before that coach come in? Who trained them before that coach come in? It's black men are training them, and he come and take it over, and so they went to the World Cup.
When the other coach was training them, Mr. Nigerian point is, when the other coach was training them, they wasn't making it to the World Cup. They wasn't making it to the World Cup. When the other coach was training them, they wasn't performing. they wasn't performing as well. That's what Mr. Nigerian was saying. Because the foreign coach would have taken serious positions on certain players. If you're going to parties, you cannot play. If you're drinking alcohol, you cannot play. That coach would have taken a serious stance on certain things.
So, Anna, I understand what you said there, but the coach, the most of the coaching they get is from the black coach, and if he come and he just come and say, okay, he breaks some of the freedom, you understand, and he send them up there. You can't give you all the praise and say a white man send them up there. They go up inside of there. You cannot give you all the praise. You cannot. That's my point. You cannot give it.
But all right, okay. If you're saying that, Mr. Andrew, in English football, the best black footballers were coached by who? Black coaches?
The best black players?
The black professional best players in England were coached by black coaches or white coaches?
I believe the majority of them coached by black coach.
That's not true. That is not true.
Is it not true?
That is not true. Who are the black professional in English Premier football teams, right? Who are the black coaches?
Google, remember some of these black players go across, you know. Some of them go across to the white team and them, you know.
Yeah, but it's still but listen, but even if they go across, if they go across, listen to what I'm asking you. Even though when all right, let me ask you this: when this young man left Tobago, left the national team to York, and was playing for Man U, right, Manchester United, who was his coach? A black man or a white man?
Well, afterwards, a white man take him over, but he get the training down here, he train, and from there he went and strengthen it.
All right, Mr. Andrew.
Okay.
Thank you. Hello, good morning. Yes, sir.
Andrew have a very good point too, you know. So is Nigeria, right? When the Soca Warriors was preparing, right? Under Trinidad TTFA, they hire Gale Cummins. Cummins take the team to a certain level with York of them, right? Straight to the point. Which part they was getting ready to qualify, right? So in Trinidad now you have an African man preparing the side, Gale Cummins getting them ready, bam, they're being prepared, they're winning games, they're moving forward. Up come a coach, bringing from a different country. I can't remember his name right now, but he was a good coach. He came in with a side prepare, ready to excel to go forward. But who prepared them to go to the next step was Gale Cummins. So Trinidad do have good coaches. They do have good coaches, and if they get a coach from outside to work with the normal coaches in Trinidad, we could go look at Jan Stedman. A fellow by the name of Jan Stedman represent Trinidad and Tobago. One of the first guys get contract to go to the USA when they now start to play football with Washington Dats, Atlanta. Gale Cummins was at Atlanta, right? These are guys who had the opportunity first to go away when soccer in the United States was nothing. Trinidad and Tobago Footballer Federation never called them back to give the input into football. Some of these guys have degrees in physiotherapy, where you need players to get fit and get them back in order. As game finish, they never get the opportunity because, Pastor Google, this football in Trinidad, like politics and certain things, is being controlled by a clique. And that clique has to be broken because it is destroying everything in Trinidad, and we cannot rise to the level we want to rise. There are guys like Warren Archibald, Steve David, right? One of the best goalkeepers win the Caribbean goalkeeper thing against in the CONCACAF, Kelvin Barclay, Kello. These are guys have salaries, Figaro, who used to live on Charlotte Street. These are guys that have to get involved back into football to give what they have learned Sammy Noel, these guys then went to Haiti in 1974, 73. They 86 and they win the World Cup. That was our first opportunity to go to the World Cup. And Papa Doc invited them into the house and all that. They went to see Archie, they thought was Pele they saw. That's how good each one of them was. That 1973 team. You have a fella called Leroy Span. This guy had to get back to Trinidad to give an input in football, Pastor Google. So Andrew and Mr. Nigeria had good points. Right? We all have a nice day.
All right. Have a good morning.
Yeah. Pastor Google. You had who prepare in the breakfast when the morning come. There's that thing. You never eat doubles and thing morning time. Right? You never eat them thing. You eat Tobago food. Like this boy in Jamaica. He dashing and he eat. You can eat doubles and get you because them who had the contract to give them food. And Mr. Nigerian, why you ain't talk about these people in Africa Day? Where they call them now, we're only killing a set of people. The Boko Haram and them talk about them and don't talk about China and them people, right? And what they have to do, they eat good. You can eat doubles and get you in.
All right, okay, all right, okay. All right. I said, no, I won't talk it to you. I can't take it all the time, so. All right, so we were talking about, I was talking to you all about the young lady and the kidnappers also. Let me go back to the phone lines. Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, Pastor Google.
Hi, morning.
I want to agree with your caller. The last one had a thing, but he specified certain food about nutrition. I am an ardent sports fan, whether it's football, cricket, netball, basketball, what have you. Want to put on the red, white, and black? Idea. Guiding the people on. And you see my real heroine this morning, you see that cyclist? The cyclist out there. Her nutrition, her discipline. When I look at these guys going out there to play, the only glamour boys we had in Trinidad and Tobago, according to my father, was Malvern. This is according to the glamour boys. When I see them fellas go out to play, whether it's West Indies cricket or our footballers, I don't see them giving 150%. A kind of half-hearted thing. They're on glamour. They're on glamour and taking themselves, you know. They're sweet boys. Not heart and soul like all the other fellas used to play long time. No, I have to get this off my chest. Pastor Google, there's a lady whom I hold in high esteem. Her name is Mrs. Tishera.
I come into that. I want to finish deal with this football thing.
Nice.
I come into that.
Yeah, boy. I had to get in there with that. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. All right. Let me take another call. Hello. Good morning. Hello. Hello. Caller.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
You hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yeah, this is Professor Wall Street. How are you doing, Pastor Boo?
I am okay, sir. I have two wonderful, foreign callers on the line. I have one holding and you on the line right now.
Okay, wonderful. So I know the discussion is about the Trinidad and Tobago Soca Warriors that lost 7-0 last night, right? And there's questions about the coach. And this is what I would say. If you are going to bring a coach in from foreign, and he has been a failure in foreign, I don't expect how you think he's going to be successful in Trinidad and Tobago. Now, the guy has managed, for example, from 1995 to 1998, he managed Portsmouth. 2003, he managed Northampton Town, right? And 2005 to 2011, he was the manager of Sanwa Jablote, which he won the championship in Trinidad and Tobago. But he has been an abysmal failure outside of Trinidad and Tobago. And when you are going to bring a failure like that into Trinidad and Tobago, what do you expect? And it's kind of sad. Due to this guy's career, Terry Fenwick's career, his career have not been a great one in dealing with black players. So I don't expect. When I'm looking at this game, and I'm seeing Trinidad and Tobago getting beat 7-0. 7-0. All right. It looked like if the players wasn't prepared. I don't care. It doesn't matter if Trinidad bring their best players under Terry Fenwick. He's just not the coach that can get them to the next level. He's just not that type of coach. So it was a big mistake as far as I'm concerned. I can see. I'm not looking at it whether, he's a white coach and, he's coaching black players and so on. But he does not have a good track record in the way he have treated some black players, right? And there is some things between the TTFA and him and other people, But at the end of the day, I believe that Terry Fenwick is not the right person for this coach. But I want to ask a question. What's the difference between Terry Fenwick and Russell Latapi as a coach? Or giving Russell Latapi, a local person, an opportunity as Terry Fenwick? Yes, we give Dennis Lawrence an opportunity, right? He didn't do as good as we wanted, but at least we gave him that opportunity. Terry Fenwick has been an abysmal failure inside of Trinidad and Tobago. And it's what he's doing with the team now, gonna end up the same. Pastor Group, I thank you very kindly, and I say to the people of Trinidad and Tobago, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible if you become. You see, I didn't go off here.
Thank you very much.
Notice that?
Thank you. Right. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, later. All right, bless.
Hello, good afternoon. Good morning.
Good morning, Pastor. Good morning.
Hey, Mr. Toronto.
How you doing, brother?
I am all right, man. How are you going?
Yeah, Pastor. In Trinidad, we have good coaches there. We have good coaches like Virgin St. Clair. Remember Virgin St. Clair?
Yes.
Who train the Signal Hill Comprehensive School and win victories, win the local football for the school championship in Intercol. But we have good coaches in Trinidad and Tobago. But you see, the problem is with some of these fellas and never playing football. You want to play football, you want to party, you want to go and, you want to go and do this and work good. That is what the Brussels does do. That is what England does do. That is what the United States does. They take the sport very serious. And this is what some of the players have failed to realize. You go to play sport, you have to forget these parties and all these kind of stupid things what they're doing before. Sport is sports. When you're going to train, you go to train. It's just like a person going to train in the police service and in the army. When you left there to go and train, you have to be under strict discipline. But a lot of the sportsmen in Trinidad and Tobago are lacking that discipline. And if you don't have discipline in you will not go further. Look how Gary Cummins had Trinidad and Tobago football. They reach right up. I mean, I saw Gary Cummins cry when they lose against the United States. I saw him cry. Like you were sad. I was that. But we have good coaches in Trinidad and Tobago. And if it happens, we have to bring a coach from outside to train some of these guys. And you tell them, listen something. This is where I want from you guys. And you will not get it. Well, get rid of them and get other players. I agree with some of the callers there. So when I looked at this thing, I want to hear this about Ishara. I'll look all back.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Okay.
Hi, morning, Pastor Google.
Hey, you're getting in the football talk.
Well, my husband is an average football watcher, so I just get my little tips and things from him. One of the games that is English, we call it the English League, Premier, and whatever. So I'm in that kind of space. I'm too walk around the whole thing, but at least I can have some ideas. I think sometimes too our problem is a mental one. I think that we have the talent, but talent alone is not good enough in sports no more. It's a mental thing to me. America and these countries, because they are in the countries that out there in Europe and all those kind of things, they have that and because their society is a kind of bravado one, and they have that pump up inside them with confidence and that kind of thing that I think sometimes even getting a feel with them, you come from a Caribbean country, if you don't have that confidence in self and a mental ability, that playing against a big side or going in another country that has that kind of feeling that they not confidence on that, you could be intimidated. Because I think we do have guys who really, as I said, talent is one part too, but it's just to take it to the next level. Because even with if you look at our guys who do our runners and stuff, they train outside. They already have that knowledge how to treat with an international crowd, with people of other races and stuff who may think they're so superior and all that, because they're training in it and they're going to school out. They have that type of confidence. And I think most of our games, I think, is lost when we go on the field. There's some type of intimidation. And I think if they could get with all the training, a proper psychologist or somebody who will be able to treat with that mindset, I think that is where we can also improve. Because trust me, bravado and confidence in self and that goes a long way with ability to, and me, I just always feel our problem, our players' problem, our our footballers especially, I think that they lack that confidence in themselves, that when they reach, because I have a friend of mine I was speaking to, her son has been playing football out there. He's a young guy playing out there, and he's talented. He's born here, out there playing, and he has gone the exposure he has gotten. He has played in those junior leagues, the Manchester Junior League, and he went out into Europe and all that, and it is different. He told her when he played amongst those guys, at first it was a challenge because everybody white. He's the darkest thing on the field. So you get that feeling one time of some type of, okay, they better than me, that kind of thing. Fortunately for him, because he's playing out there as a youth, and he has that backing of the parents, he has been able to overcome that feeling. And right now, he could stand up and play with anybody else, and he don't feel that kind of way because my skin darker than them, and I come from the Caribbean and all that. So that is why I keep on saying again, it might sound repetitive, but confidence and mental is where I feel we need to back up in. And if these guys here could get to go abroad and play junior league and all that to those Manchester, Liverpool, junior team and all that, it will do a lot for their confidence. Look at Dwight York from Tobago, went out there. He had ability, talent, everything, but when he started out in Manchester and those places there, Aston Villa and that, his confidence level may not have been to the best, but when he continued playing there, you saw what he did. You saw what he became. And he said, well, tell you, it wasn't easy out there, because a new culture, a new atmosphere, a new climate, everything, with persons that you did not grow up traditionally with, because our society is basically people who look like us, color skin like us. You go out there and it's total white, light, pale, different behaviors, different attitude and all that, and sometimes you have to do with racism and all that. He was able to overcome that and became great. So I think we need to expose our young footballers especially to go out in foreign countries and play, whether on scholarship, whether internship or whatever it is, to build that mental capacity, and I think we will do well. The coaches, of course, have a part to play and everything else, but to me, mental is where sometimes it does win a game, sometimes just being out there with that confidence. So that's just my 2 cents, Dave. Bye.
All right, thank you very much. All right, so we're getting ready to go for a break. When we come back, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about this kidnapping story. And then when we come back from the news, we're going to talk about Miss Karen Nunes Tichera, Mr. Ralph Maraj, Mr. Who again? There's 3 other persons. I'm going to get all their names who are now on a committee that is lobbying for changes on the procurement bill. All right? Karen Nunes Tichera is a part of a committee set up by the UNC. The UNC. So I come back with that. and we're going to talk a little bit about. Right after this break, I want to talk to you a little bit about this story with this 22-year-old woman who was abducted on Friday, kidnapped on Friday. All right. It is really sad. We'll come back after this break, though.
Government's putting on makeup. I don't know when all of my people gonna wake up. They fall in love with the world, it's time to break up. No time to play, this time's to pray. Open up your Bible and read what it says. We're living in the very last days. We're living in the iron and clay. Perilous times gonna come, but we just in the trial. When the time come, don't get caught in the fire. Where you gonna stand when it down to the wire? Now is not no time to retire, better be prepared. This just a fire drill. Get out the way before the fire kill. I say this fire kill. This just a fire drill. And don't get caught up in the hocus pocus. Christians focus. This just a fire drill. Get out the way before the fire kill. I say this fire kill. This just a fire drill. And don't get caught up in the hocus pocus. Christians focus. This just a fire. Oh, this just a fire. This just a fire. Oh, this just a fire drill. I know it's all the critics and the skeptics. The only thing they believe is the metrics. So they sit in front of the TV watching Netflix, thinking everything just gonna get fixed. But when the fire come, everybody ball, oh God. They never read the Bible, so they never know God. The oil in the lamps get run out. Brother, don't let your oil run out. Cause if your lamp's not trimmed, I don't know where you're heading. My brother, you don't wanna miss the wedding. The bride getting ready and the bridegroom coming. And you don't wanna be stuck with the five that you're running. Better be prepared. This just a fire drill. Get out the way before the fire kill. I say this fire kill, oh no, this just a fire drill. And don't get caught up in the hocus pocus. Christians focus. This just a fire drill. Get out the way before the fire kill. I say this fire kill, oh no, this just a fire drill. And don't get caught up in the hocus pocus. Christians focus. This just a fire. 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 And I say, who your hair gonna feel? And how you gonna hear the Lord voice if you don't read? Meditate upon the word. Don't waste time, get deep in the word. Many gonna cry and I say, who your hair gonna feel? The only way to hear the Lord voice is if you read. Stop playing with fire and brimstone. The iron and clay will get big stone. Yeah, the whole world get shake up. Government's putting on makeup. I don't know when all of my people gonna wake up. They just a fire drill.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Ikaro, I am Alatumishe Ifabamishe Aganki, better known as MC Duke, and every Monday between the hours of 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. I host a show called Orisha, The Way of Life, right here on the Shit 919 FM, where I have guests passing through from the Orisha Ifa Baptist Diaspora to educate, edify, and inform you, the listening public, about Orisha Ifa practices. So remember to tune in every Monday between the hours of 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. for Orisha, The Way of Life.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
All right, so I'm back with you, Trinidad and Tobago. All right, back with you here. So we're talking about the situation with the young lady and the kidnapping situation. And it's really sad what's going on. It's like a deja vu all over again. You know, it's like a deja vu all over again. Alright, it's a deja vu all over again. And I know that the father of the daughter is really distraught because, you know, he got the phone call and it talks about the kidnappers, you know, how they dealt with him. And I you know, sometimes last time somebody would have called in and say what's wrong with that, to try to say that, you know, we only behave a certain way when young ladies are kidnapped, abducted and stuff like that. But the story goes, and the story talks about the father of the 22-year-old woman who reported kidnapped on Friday, pleaded with abductors to release his daughter or allow him to speak to his daughter. All right. It's really a sad story because even within reports this morning, police have recovered the young lady's cell phone and bank cards. So it's just sad. All right, let me take some calls on this and then I will change the gears after the news to talk about the situation with Mr. Shera and Mr. Shera, you know, sitting on a committee with Ms. Bissessa to repeal the procurement bill. The same Mr. Shera want to come back to tell Trinidad and Tobago that she put money in the Heritage and Stabilization Fund and also in the Treasury. Hello, good morning, caller.
Pleasant good morning, Pastor Google. Greetings and blessings to you and your family.
Same to you.
I want to do that. You should do what you have to do now. So everybody do what they have to do. All I concern about the UNC not coming back in government. They could try all the dirty tricks and get all kind of people to do what they want to do. They're not coming back, and it's simple as that. Kamala will not enjoy no benefit of the governance of this country no more. She's done with. She is done with. Somebody has not Kamala Prasad Bissessa. They don't want us. Our own people don't want us to go there. But Mr. Shera, shame on you, woman. I met you up in Mr. Manning office in San Fernando. We all sit together in the little diner where they have in the office where we go to eat the kitchen or whatever that. And we eat, we sit side by side. But you shameless woman, how you gonna do that? What it is a benefit from that is a rich woman. You don't need no money, we all know that. We're going to try to make good show. You had that wickedness, woman. Pastor Google, I don't know what to say. That woman just got a hefty money from whoever she sued. And she don't need nothing but to sit down and calm, cool herself. She's going to make trouble. That's to show those guys. Haters. That's one of the big stake in the Balizé. You understand? This big stake in the Balizé. Pastor Google, this young lady that is missing. She's still missing, right? Pastor Google.
Yeah, yes, I'm right here. I'm right here.
I'll still question because I came in late. The young lady, the 23-year-old child, she's still missing?
Yes, the 22-year-old lady is still missing. The police have gotten her cell phone and they got her bank cards. They arrested 4 or 5 young men and they're still looking for her.
One of them will talk. Don't worry. One of them will talk. If you find a belongings, what to do with the young lady? I would have hung all 5 of them, Pastor Google. All 5 of them. Not 1, not 2, not 3. Not 5 of them. What kind of wicked... Pastor Google, we have to pray. Pastor Google, I love you, you know. I really had a bad start to do, but I realized he's a good pastor, you know.
Thank you.
And there are some pastors working not to make you look bad, but you stand firm. Yeah. I know you heard me this morning because I heard 10. Yeah. Pastor Google, I heard 10. When you find a pastor and say, look, I will hold on to this one. He's something good. When you get his history person, oh God, it's frightening, man, Pastor Google, but don't let nobody change you.
Yes,
if you want to be like the cheese and stand alone, you stand alone and do what the Lord wants you to do. Let the Lord use you, Pastor Google,
yes,
for whatever you want to. Don't worry, some of them Pastor Google, look at going, eh?
Yes,
I'm going. Pastor Google, stay good, stay strong.
Thank you very much.
I don't wanna be no part of the pussy.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning again, Pastor Google.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's 4 men the hold for that.
Well, I was reading an email from the TTPS. So if they say 4, if you get 4, I get 5 on my in my email address. So I don't know what to say.
Yeah, this morning on the news they were saying 4.
Well, I got a message. I was getting messages from the TTPS, emails from the TTPS, and they showed 5 pictures actually of young men.
Well, we can't depend on no news earlier. Got all kind of type of news.
Well, don't say that. Sometimes people in the media house may make a mistake in the typo. I wouldn't say that. Because if it's a news article that they're reading, sometimes the person reading the news might have 5 and they may say 4.
Okay. But what takes place there? That's a sad day in this country, you know?
Yes.
It is very, very sad because you can walk with your daughter, your sister, your niece, they can walk the road in peace. You can walk the road in peace. But you see what happens? The laws in this country, the government is not trying. So the government is a governor country, you know. If you see the justice system is moving that way, you have to get together and put things in place that we get fast justice. Because the people consider long you could get a case tried in 5 years' time. You could hang people. The law is there. Because and there's a few men doing this in the country, you know. Have a blessing.
All right, thank you very much. Well, Andrew, you might say it's a few men, boy, but if I show you some videos that I have to show today, you will wonder if it's a few men, you know. Sometimes, you know, show you some videos, Mr. Andrew, you will wonder. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Pastor Google.
Hey, Mr. Nigerian.
Yeah, I'll call back. I said I will discuss the Tobago team. Let me put that to rest a little bit. Let me just tell you something, okay? You see, most of these guys that not called to criticize me whenever I talk about what is happening in Tobago, the country that I love so much, it burns me straight into the marrow of my bones. Are you hearing me?
Yep.
Trinidad and Tobago is like my bedroom. And these black boys that are killing and robbing, they are desecrating it. You understand?
Yes.
The last guy there just said the government need to put that in place. But what do they want? Then go and call God to jump down from the sky. The government have done almost everything humanly possible. So the law must be very harsh. There is hangman legislature on the books. They should start to hang them. It is not acceptable that these African youths of this country will be going about the place just killing people without remorse. You cannot do that. You cannot give life. If somebody is going to die tomorrow, don't kill them today. There were times gone, the government don't have the money again. They were paying people to learn trade. Most of these guys refuse to take it. They refuse to. The government have talked. They want to put all the blame on PNM. When UNC was there, what do they do about the crime? But the African population need to wake up and tell their youth, their sons, their husbands, their brothers that enough is enough. You cannot be doing that to people, man. And somebody spoke about Boko Haram. You know anything about Boko Haram? Listen, I am a believer in the death penalty. And those Boko Haram and them, I find the government is taking too long to hang all of them. And that goes for each and every one of you that are killing people here. I want every one of you to be hanged. You cannot give life, don't take it. Some of them will tell you that their stepfather raped them, their stepfather sodomized them. So because your stepfather sodomized you, coming to sodomize my son and kidnap my daughter and kill them, why can't you go and rape and sodomize your stepfather? It is unacceptable. People need to come out and say enough is enough. So this white girl now, the young girl, if in 10 days or 5 days and we hear that you cannot find the body, that she's dead, and nobody must talk about it, so that is it. Venezuelans coming here and they getting work, and you born and bred here, you don't want to work. And everybody must just keep quiet. You just go and pick up gun and start killing people. The police that is there as a buffer to separate the law-abiding citizens from those pests. You all are killing the police and calling them rogue police, rogue police. Rogue police was here before each and every one of us that is alive today was born. And rogue police will continue to be here after all of us ceases to exist. But I will prefer to have that rogue police than this mad young boy, because those rogue police, you could